Hey everyone, my name is Austin, and in this video I wanted to go over some of the best practices on ways to improve your home's Wi-Fi. I will talk about the router placement, what to do and what not to do, what can cause interference with your connection, and some tips about what to look out for when deciding to replace your router. So let's get into it. So these days we all use Wi-Fi at our homes, businesses, airports, churches, coffee shops, just about everywhere. It's so nice to have access to the internet without having to plug in a cable like the old days, or having to use your cell phone's data that may have a low data limit that you share with a bunch of people. We end up getting a wireless router either through our internet provider or we go and buy one ourselves. For most people, the internet provider wireless router is enough, but sometimes having the extra performance and coverage is great with larger homes by buying one either online or in your local electronics store. But in order to set those up, you do need to know a little bit about networking. It's definitely gotten much easier, but it still requires some knowledge. So, to get the best out of the equipment you have, here are some things to look into doing. The first thing is to make sure that the wireless router is out in the open. Now, I know the routers aren't the prettiest thing to look at, but if you're having issues with connecting or getting inconsistent performance, then getting the router out of the cabinet or from behind the bookshelf or out from under the desk can help a lot. Any kind of obstruction like walls, doors, windows, desks, bookshelves, or any other type of physical object in the way can degrade the signal, and with that can lower the performance of your internet. This is one huge downside of using Wi-Fi over a wired connection. Another thing to watch out for is placing your router near a microwave. So, if possible, no routers in or near the kitchen if you own a microwave, as they can cause interference. Another tip is to try and get the wireless router as close as you can to the center of the house, especially larger homes. The more centralized you have it, the stronger the signal and the more reliable and faster the internet can be. The further you are from the router, the slower your internet can get. So, a typical recommendation when it comes to the lifespan of routers is about 5 years. If you have a router older than 5 years and you're having issues, it may be a good time to get a new one if my suggestions that I mentioned earlier don't work for you. If your router is provided to you from your internet provider, try contacting them and asking for a new model and tell them you're having issues. Or if you have a personal router, you probably know a little bit about how to set them up, or you may know someone that can help, as internet providers don't typically help with personal routers. If you're looking to buy your own wireless router, some recommended brands that I've used in the past are Linksys, D-Link, Asus, Netgear, and TP-Link. I like the routers with external antennas as they tend to have better reception. The Wi-Fi 5, also called AC, as well as the Wi-Fi 6, also called AX, are the types of wireless routers that you want to look for in terms of the type of tech inside the router. Wi-Fi 6 is the latest standard, which typically has a longer range if you need it, or you can just go with a Wi-Fi 5 router to save some money. You don't need to go too crazy with buying a router unless you have a lot of people and a lot of devices that connect at the same time, or you're in a large home. A lot of routers will say on the box how big of a home it can cover, but keep in mind that the number they give is the best case scenario. So, if possible, get something that can cover an area a little larger than your home. Now, if you're interested in more technical information, help with routers, your options when buying, how they work, and more, I plan on releasing other videos in the future that dive deeper into all this. So make sure to subscribe and click that reminder bell to be notified of future videos. And thank you for watching. Bye.